My name is Beth Friend, and I work for Placer County Health and Human Services. I've had 89 foster kittens, and I'm hoping to get to 100 this year. I found out about the kitten foster program through coworkers at the shelter, and I was immediately interested. My kids wanted some new kittens at home at the time, and we didn't want a commitment, so this seemed like the perfect way to have the new kitten energy without the long-term commitment. The kittens that come into animal services are between 4 and 8 weeks old. By this time, they're eating on their own. They should be using the litter box, and if they're not, they don't need very much training to do that. They groom themselves and they groom their sibling. I feed them wet food a few times a day. I keep dry food out. The goal is to get them socialized, get them to 2 pounds, and then they're ready to go up for adoption after their surgery. 2 pounds in a healthy kitten is about 8 or 9 weeks. But if they have health issues, you can have them for beyond that. We've had kittens anywhere from 2 weeks all the way to 2 months. We've had perfectly healthy kittens. I've had shy kittens that just need to be socialized. I've had sick kittens. I've had really sick kittens. I've had a kitten that have lost her limb. I had one that lost her eye. I've had them from all walks of life. I feel like anybody that could be a foster parent, it doesn't take a lot of time. You could only want the healthy ones and that don't require barely anything. You need to be able to advocate for your kittens and monitor them to know if they're sick or not. That's the biggest thing, is recognizing signs of a sick kitten and reporting that to the shelter immediately. The shelter gives you everything that you need to foster a kitten. They provide the food, the litter, the blankets, the litter pans, the food dishes, there's everything. No, you don't have to find them all homes. No, you're not in charge of finding them all homes. You do have first dibs on them most of the time. So if you do find a home for one or want to keep one, you can just let Animal Services know and they'll take care of the adoption for you. I got Koa back in the summer, this past summer, and she came to me with her 2 brothers. She had an upper respiratory infection, which is usually pretty easy to treat. It's like one drop in each eye a couple times a day. But in Koa's case, she was not bouncing back. She was really dehydrated. She was stopped eating. She had no energy. She was just not doing well. And so I took her up to the shelter and they hydrated her with the subcutaneous fluids, which is you do fluids in the neck. And then they gave us some of those syringes and needles, and we came home and we did that actually. We did subcutaneous fluids here at our house. And she just didn't seem to be bouncing back. And then I would just hold her and I would just cry because I was gonna lose her. And I bought this box that I was intended to bury her in. But then one day she just kind of snapped out of it and bounced back, and she started playing a little, and then she'd play a little more, and then she started eating on her own. And then a few days later, my husband sent me a picture of Koa standing on the box, she declared her victory over this illness. And Koa lives here now. She's my cat. I was very invested in her, and so she's my forever baby.